We're starting.
Yeah.
Bobby Jackson's here, back in Sacramento. I feel like this is just your home. Have you lived in Sacramento more than anywhere else in your life?
Oh, of course.
That's crazy.
25 years.
That's crazy.
Came here in 2000, never looked back.
And you were born in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Well, I'm from Salisbury, North Carolina, but I was born in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Everybody thinks I was born in Salisbury, but
Yeah.
no.
But you grew up in Salisbury.
I grew up in Salisbury.
What was life like there growing up?
Rough. Rough. Grew up without my dad in my life. Grew up in a single family household, me and my twin sister. A lot of people don't think know I'm a twin.
I didn't know that.
I got a twin sister named Barbara. Barbara and Bobby, yeah.
Barbara and Bobby, could she hoop?
No. I was the only athletic person in my family.
Dang.
Mom wasn't athletic. Dad wasn't athletic. I don't know where I got it from. So, yeah, grew up in a single family household. My mom had like a 6th grade education where she just cleaned hotel rooms and stuff of that nature, and grew up in the projects. So when, it was kind of tough upbringing and growing up, but it kind of matured me into the person I am today, right? I had to go through a lot of ups and downs, and like having dreams of becoming an NBA basketball player, that was there at the ripe age of like 8 or 9.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait. Then how does that just like pop up in your brain as a dream right then and there?
I mean, I started dribbling at 8 or 9, started playing and watching all the greats. When, back then it was color TVs. Yeah, only had a couple channels.
Yeah.
So watching Magic, watching Larry and Isaiah, it just, and then going out on the playgrounds and realizing that I love basketball.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to play professional basketball.
Wait, really quick too. I have to go back to Barbara, because usually when someone has a sibling growing up with, it's like, oh, they're competitive together or they're doing this. So she was never challenging you in basketball or dribbling with you at 8 or 9 years.
No, we was totally opposite.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we was totally opposite. She didn't like sports. She didn't watch sports. She wasn't involved in sports. She didn't even come watch me play basketball.
No.
Yeah, I swear. We would love my sister to death. Like my path and her path are totally different.
Okay.
Right. She had her first kid at 14.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was an uncle at 14.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby at 14.
Uncle Bobby at 14 years old.
Wow.
So for me, having that different path and understanding what life was and how to help her navigate, being a mother and being an uncle at 14. Who knows how to be an uncle at 14?
No. You grew up fast.
Fast.
So that's why, okay, so then when it was your dream at 8 or 9 years old, because even how you said that, it sounded so much more like you were sure of it. Do you think it was because you wanted to find an escape, or was it more because like, I love dribbling a basketball, I love this game?
I think it was both.
Okay.
I think the love of basketball and the reality of how I grew up and how I wanted to escape poverty and the projects and gun violence and drugs and all other type of stuff that was going on. Like, it kind of motivated me to go out and do it. It wasn't a day that didn't go by that I didn't touch a basketball and I didn't hoop.
So that was kind of your outlet, going out and playing basketball. It kept you away from getting involved in the other stuff.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And my story is very interesting. Again, like having to not have that father figure in your life and say, hey, man, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Get your butt in the house.
Yeah.
Right? My mom had to work 2 jobs to provide. So a lot of the times, me and my sister was there for ourselves.
Were you good at disciplining yourselves? Like, how did that work then?
I mean, at
or like 13, staying out of
really?
That's what I'm saying.
You think 13 and 14-year-olds, teenagers are really good at disciplining themselves when their mom has to work a lot.
I could picture you being an old soul and maturing
man,
quick,
I was
though.
so mischievous.
Okay.
I was bad.
Oh, no.
Oh man, I look back at this. I look back now, and I'd be like, yo, I should not be here, you know. And I thank God every day that I had a little bit of security and a lot of blessings on my side. Because there's a lot of times, a lot of my friends are either in jail or they're dead, right? And I'm not like, it's nothing that I'm proud to say that, but it's just the reality of where I come from, right? And that's why I work my butt off to give my kids that lifestyle and that opportunity, not to see what I went through as a young kid.
Was there a moment for you where it clicked and you're like, hey, I got to stop doing this stuff. I got to lock in. Like, do you remember a moment?
Yeah, when I got my ass whipped by my mama. That's when it clicked.
Oh, we love mothers.
It was two things that clicked. It was one was being pulled over by the police that scared the living lights out of me.
How old were you?
I think I was 17.
Okay.
That was number one. And number two, when my mom found out, I got probably the worst beating of my life.
Ooh.
And she was like, we ain't doing this here. Like, straighten up, get out, but you ain't doing it on my watch. So those two things woke me up really fast at the age of 17. Wow. And at that time, I was a really good basketball player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, really, I was really good. Tops in the state, scoring and everything.
So then you graduate high school, end up at University of Minnesota.
No. I went to junior college
first. You did junior college first and then Minnesota.
Then
Minnesota.
I went to junior college in Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Wow.
For a whole season?
I went there for
2 seasons.
3 years.
3 years.
Was
3 years in JUCO.
What year was there a redshirt year or was that just like
I tore my ACL my freshman year.
Okay.
Very first day of practice.
No, but your journey is insane because in my head it's like, oh, he goes to Minnesota, gets drafted. And I know your NBA journey was kind of bumpy at first too. No. So you tear your ACL. Yeah. You're going the JC route. You took a really difficult path to get to the league.
And wait on top of this. I have 2 kids. I had a kid my sophomore year in JUCO. Yeah.
And so at that
then
point
I had another kid a year and a half later.
Man.
19,
one in
20?
JUCO and one in Minnesota. Yeah.
Wow. So how? Okay. Let's just
navigating that.
I was going to say, let's navigate
I'm
this.
telling you, my story is crazy.
Yeah.
And people be like, "How did you make it to the NBA with all that going on?"
First, even just to the knee injury. I think about the knee injury and what that can do for you mentally. But then you're trying to navigate being a young dad while trying to also achieve your dream. Where were you at mentally?
You know, to be honest with you, Morg, that wasn't even a thought process that I even thought about. I just knew at the time I had a kid, I didn't want my kid to grow up like me. So I made sure I was there for my daughter. I was there for my son. And I loved hoop. Yeah. Right. So for me, the thinking of how to manage that all, I just figured it out. You just did. Right. And it's like being a parent, it ain't a book on how to be a parent. Like, you just got to jump in. And whatever you believe in and whatever your morals and whatever your guidance is and whatever your rules and structures are, you just got to roll with it, right? And I think for me at that time, like, all I can just remember is my mom saying, you're not going to be like your dad. I'm going to make sure you take care of this little girl. Whoa. Oh, yeah.
So she was a big influence into your parenting, too.
Yeah, she didn't play that whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, and good, it was great that I had a great background and support system from her to say, like, this is not happening. Yeah. Like, you're going to be a father, right? And you ain't going to grow up to be like your dad. And when I tore my ACL, I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave and go back home.
Yeah, especially I feel like back then ACLs were even a
way bigger
deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was career. I didn't know what what was going to come of it. I didn't know anything about an ACL. That's the first major injury that I had in my career.
In your style of play,
Yeah,
bouncy, quick.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was at that time, they said it was a career-ending surgery. And so I rehab night and day.
Which is a whole nother job.
Yes, which is a whole nother job. Night and day. Set out the whole year. It took me a year to get back on the court. But it was blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice that I had to go through to accomplish where I needed to get to.
And during that time, you were in your back of your head thinking, I got to get to the league. Still in that moment.
Facts.
Wow.
Facts.
So you got to be mentally strong to get through all that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's one thing about me. Like, I'm so mentally strong. Like, sometimes I can be too strong for myself.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but knowing you for so long too, like you're a straight shooter, but you're very kind. And that's what I've always loved about you is that like, you're going to know, like if whatever work that you do, Bobby Jackson is going to tell you the truth. Like you show him a show that you did. If he likes it, he'll tell you he likes it. If he didn't like it, he doesn't like it. Because you've done it all. You've done broadcasting, you've done basketball. Yeah. So it's like, it's good because I think always your intention is to be kind.
It is until I'm tested. Yeah, it is. I think that's the one thing about me is like, I've kind of figured out like having 4 daughters.
Ooh.
And
tested.
Yeah, like having 4 daughters, like I had to figure out how not to be so rough and aggressive all the time.
Don't do this.
Yeah,
Don't
like
do
sometimes you got to be able to talk in a softer manner, right? And be able to deliver your message where it's not threatening all the time, and then people don't take it the wrong way. So I had to change a lot about that. I changed it when I first started coaching my daughter's high school basketball teams.
Okay.
And I went in with, get up. You got to run. You can't be crying out. Like, I went in with that mindset.
Yeah,
it was
scared.
like,
this it was
like, why are you yelling at me? Like, I had to change everything about how I grew up and how I played basketball and how it was so physical and tough and aggressive. Like, when I had girls, I had to reel it in and be a little bit softer.
I think that's what has probably made you into this person now, like you're saying, you know, with all these experiences. But you seem very adaptable too. Like like a lot of people stay who they are. This is who I am. I ain't changing.
No, you know what I tell people? You got to be able to change things up.
Yeah.
You can't stay the same way your whole life.
Yes.
And so for me, it's about being able to adapt to time, culture, and individuals. Like if I can do that, I think that's what life is about. You can't be the same person that you was 20 years ago, right? I'm just in a different place, and you know, I love coaching. I love my kids, right? I love working. I love impacting the community. So for me, it's like being the same person. I think people listening, I think you got to be able to say, you know what? That's what life is about.
Yeah.
Because if you want to grow, you want to be successful, or you can stay in the same place that you're at, right? If you're not willing to adapt and show change, then you're gonna kind of pretty much be in that same element that you're stuck in.
So you go through all that, the injury, kids, JUCO life, then you get the opportunity at Minnesota.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you? And at that point, like when was it where you were like, oh, I'm for sure going to the league?
You know, my recruiting process when I went to Minnesota was really like it was weird, but it was good. Clem Haskins recruited the heck out of me. It was between Indiana, Wake Forest, Oklahoma, University of Miami, and Minnesota. And Coach Haskins was the only guy that came in and was like, hey, you got potential to play in the NBA.
Ooh.
Was the only one.
You needed to hear that, too.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, he was not lying when he said, I'm going to be on your head. But he didn't say it like that. He's like, I'm gonna be on your head every single, and he was on my head every single day.
What was it like getting that from a male figure after not having that throughout your life?
I needed it.
Okay.
I needed. I had a little resistance to it, but I needed it.
Yeah.
And I still look to him like my father figure.
Oh.
Because like teaching you how to be a young man and a grown man when you have kids, inviting you to his house, spending time with his family, coaching you really, really hard. I mean, I got coached hard.
What was the craziest thing that he did?
Oh, man. I would probably say we was ranked. This was my senior year, and we probably one of the best teams in the league. And we're going to Alabama. It was Alabama or Arkansas. I think it's Alabama to play Alabama. And he just riding me the whole day. I mean, every single. And if you know me, I can be a smart ass.
Yes.
So he's riding me. He's trying to pump everybody else to get ready to go to the bus, and we go to the huddle, and he starts to speak, and he goes to each individual. You ready to go to Alabama and kick some butt? Didn't say it that way.
Yeah.
And he gets to me because he had been riding me all day. And I was like, I guess so. Oh.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer at the wrong time. He's like, I guess I'll kick you. And so I was like, you know, I'm like, I got 2 kids at the time.
Yeah.
Right? And after the thing, in front of everybody, I was like, listen, coach, if you touch me again, this just me.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight.
Yeah.
This is what he said. That's what I love about you. You don't back down from nothing. I was like, listen, and this is in front of everybody. I said, if you touch me again, coach, we're gonna have a big problem. We're gonna have to fight. And from there, it was like, I knew I went and got the right kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get to the NBA, and I'm sure that moment is just like surreal. Like you're talking about dreaming as an 8-9-year-old, but also like, you know, it took you a couple of spots until you got here to really establish yourself. Like, what was that like mentally? Where you get to league, of course you're making that money and it changes your life, but also you're competitive. You want to establish yourself and play. What was it like going through that?
Man, you know, just looking back, my rookie year, I went to a young team. We had drafted 4 guys, and all 4 of us started it. I think it was me, Tony Battie, Danny Fortson, and Eric Washington. And by the season ending, we all starting, and we suck. I mean, we suck. And just remind, like, I have won at every level. Whether it's junior high, high school, junior college, Minnesota, I had won at every level. And then to come into the league and not win, like I think we had won maybe like 12, 13, maybe 17 games. Oh yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was really bad. And then after that I got traded to Minnesota. I played with KG and Stephon Marbury for 2 years, which was really good. I got to be around a point guard and understand how to be much better at running offenses and, you know, getting guys involved. And like KG was probably the most competitive guy I've ever been around. Like every day it was like it's like the last game.
Intense.
Intense every single practice. And I loved it because that's just who I was. Right? We made practice very interesting.
Ooh.
It almost came to fights some days.
Ooh.
But
made everyone better.
We made everybody better.
Yep.
Right? And then when I came here, I brought that same mindset and that same mentality. Like, practice hard, play hard, practice hard, play hard. Right? And Mike will tell you, when I come to practice, like, we getting at it. And he was like, hey, man, you got to slow down today. Nah.
No, I'm bringing it.
I'm going to make you better, dog.
Yeah.
Like, and so we pushed, I made him better. He made me better. Right? And I think that's what we did to allow us to be successful on the floor.
With so many different personalities, though, like it's obviously it can be difficult if people aren't willing or wanting to kind of go in that same direction. How were people responding to that energy at practice, especially?
Listen,
I didn't care.
Like for me, that's just how I approach the game.
Yeah.
Some people can just ease into it, and some people are extremely gifted to not have to work hard. Like I was one of those guys where I had to work hard.
Yep.
I had to pick up 94 feet. I had to be disruptive on the defensive end of the floor. I had to rebound. I had to create steals. Like I was known as a defender when I came in the league. And a lot of guys don't know what their roles is when it comes to getting playing time. And so for me, I think I always tell kids this, like you got to be able to maximize your best effort when you step on the floor, but you also got to know what your role is. Like everybody wants to score. Nobody wants to do the dirty work. If you already got 5 guys that can score, what makes you think you're going to be a scorer? Figure out how to impact the game in different areas of the floor, and then you might get some playing time.
Yep.
Like, so for me, that was my mindset. Did I want to start when I was here? You bet you.
Doesn't everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Rick is probably the only coach that set me down and said, hey, I know you want to start, and I think you should start. But for the betterment of our team, I need you to come off the bench. And you know me, I'm training camp starts, I'm giving number 10, and I'm giving Jay Will, I'm giving them the business. I'm picking them up 94 feet, and I'm harassing the shit out of them.
Yeah.
That's just me, right? Because I knew the type of player that I was. But Rick was the only coach that was like, this is your role, this is what I need you to be. You either going to play 24, 30 minutes a night. If you're rolling, you're going to play more. If you're not, he was the first coach that ever did that to me. And all players want is coaches to be honest and real with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say that's why you were able to pop off in Sacramento and establish yourself? Like Rick Adelman?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. He's probably the best coach that I've ever played for. Like, he can put guys in situations and make them look like they are all-stars, and I can go somewhere else. I'm like, damn, where Rick at? You know, so he had that that genie in the body or feel, or like to get guys to buy into doing things the right way, but he also knew how to maximize guys' efforts offensively and defensively. More offensively because he was just, him and Coach Carrell was brilliant at sculpting our offense and allowing us to be successful in it.
I think some of the best coaches, even today, it's like we talk about this and we use this word a lot with some of the best coaches, is adaptability. Was Rick just adapting to everyone's games, or was everyone kind of adapting to his coaching style?
Talking about for us?
Yeah, for that specific time.
Yeah, I think everybody was trying to adapt to his coaching style.
Okay.
Like if you watch the NBA now, a lot of guys are running corner and elbow offense. Like we mastered that.
Yeah.
And we drilled that every single day. And that's all because of Rick and Coach Carrell. Like they installed our offense, and we drilled it every single day. Didn't really care much about defense. But listen, we was going to drill offense every single day.
But at the height of your guys' powers, you guys did play defense. I mean, it wasn't like a lockdown team. You guys had a good team defense. I was going to ask you about that with the offense, because it was just such a beautiful offense.
Yeah.
Like you just think about, some of the great offenses we've seen in recent history. You guys, the Warriors at the height of their powers. It's just so fun to see, like the off-ball movement, the sharing. And it seems like you guys all know exactly where to be and when to get the ball and, pass it. What's it like being in that moment when you think about the feeling of playing basketball that way? What's it like?
It made my job easier, to be honest with you, because I wasn't a natural point guard.
Yeah.
Like J. Kidd, Chris Paul, Steve Nash, John Stockton, those guys were natural point guards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I struggled with being a point guard my first couple years in the league. And then I got here, and then we started playing off of cuts and splits and ball movement. I think that allowed my game to go to such a high level because I didn't have to make decisions for everybody.
Yes.
And my decision making was off of splits and cuts and stuff, like even as a guard. Like, so for me, that helped me out tremendously, right? And again, his style of play and his style of coaching, right? It kind of elevated everybody to be successful on the floor.
It's again, you guys it's a team sport. And you were playing as a team. And just like you said, you didn't have to basically be a floor manage everyone, tell everyone where to go, what was going to happen. Everyone was just connected and on that same page. I'm sure that makes everything easy, but it's kind of like Deuce saying, like, that style of basketball, is there just the feeling of it? Obviously success feels great, but that style, was there just something different about that, playing that every single day, whether it's at practice or even just on the floor in games?
Yeah, we was good.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. We was like, when you have Lottie and you have Chris, that makes your job a little bit easier. Like two of the best passing bigs in the league. You got Paige that can shoot it. You got Mike, that was the floor general.
Yeah.
You got Hito, that was Mr. Consistency. You got Scott Potter, who came off the bench, and you got me, right? You got John Barry, the list can go on. Like, and Rick just knew how to put guys in situations for them to be successful on the floor, right? And his style of coaching, it really elevated us.
Yeah.
But I always say this: like, when you got talent makes you look really good. But when you got coaching and talent, it makes you look even
It's
really
magical.
It makes you look like you know what you're doing. So I just think both of those things got to kind of complement each other.
Yeah.
We had a lot of talent. Rick was very smart at knowing how to put guys in situations to be successful, but we just thrived off of it. We ate it up, and we wanted to be really good, and we wanted to win a championship for the city.
And you could feel
Such
it
a
in
special
that arena.
team.
Yeah.
It was a special team. At what point are you thinking about coaching? Like, are you still playing, or was this after playing?
No.
When were you like, you know what, I want to be a head coach one day?
It was probably maybe like the end of my career, probably like year 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you do, though. They do these NBA alumni awareness, career planning programs that they do for all the players.
Yeah.
And I went to one, and it was like, you need to start figuring out what you want to do with your life after basketball. Right? And it was like, well, your career's not going to, like, some people thought my career was going to be 3 years. So it ended up being 12.
Oh, yeah.
And, and it was like, when we go to these classes, they're like, what do you want to do? I was like, man, I don't know. They have no idea.
Yeah.
That's what most athletes say.
Yeah.
Like, so I just started, they started giving us ideas, his coaching, his career planning, right, his movie making. Like, they just give you a bunch of lists of stuff that you want to do, that they have the contacts. And so I'm in there, and I'm like, man, I might want to be a coach. And so from there, it's like, you got to start letting people know. I started letting coaches know. I started letting GMs know. Yeah, I want to get into coaching. I started to let Jeff Petrie know, let Wayne Cooper, let everybody know that had been through their program and been through their organization. And so from when it was time to move into that phase, I had already did the planning a couple years before. And so for me, it was an easy process to just move into coaching.
I mean,
off the bat.
You went the relationship-based route too.
Yeah,
Again, going back to like how talking about your approach to humans and your intent and everything. And it's like, even with that, like, you have to tell people what you want. Otherwise, no one's ever going to know what you want. And so the fact that you're putting that out there, and then you started going in that direction, was there someone that like kind of took you in right away that you felt like, okay, this is definitely where I'm going to go or what I want to do and where I want to be?
It was Wayne Cooper.
Oh.
Wayne Cooper.
Sit down with him.
Yeah.
It was like, when I got traded back to SAC.
Yeah.
I'm like, big guy, I want to get into coaching. I want to get in the front office. I tried front office. It wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into coaching. So he was like before that, he was like, hey, listen, just keep putting your info out. Let people know what you want to do. I'll keep it in mind. when you do retire. So Wayne Cooper was a big inspiration for me to get in coaching because he was like, I think you'll be a really good coach.
Sometimes you just need to hear that.
Yeah, like, and sometimes, like, you're right, that's something that a lot of young men, a lot of young women need. They need to be pushed into the direction that they need to get to, but they also need to believe that they can be that person.
Yep.
So what would Coach Bobby Jackson tell like young Bobby Jackson, the player?
Ooh, man, you know what? I would probably say, like, be quiet. I talked a lot. I talked a lot of mess, right? And I cursed a lot of people out, right? So I would say be quiet, right? Even though I worked hard, like I had like just a competitive drive and a competitive edge, and I cursed coaches out. Like, I wish I can go back and do it again. I got labeled a hothead, uncoachable.
You think that hurt you in your career at times?
Yeah, early in my career. Yeah. I think that's why I got traded in Denver.
Yeah.
Cursed the coach out, cursed the GM out. Damn.
Did they deserve it?
They probably did. But, you know, if I had to do it all again, I would, because it took me some years to get over that stigma.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get that label.
Yeah, I got labeled uncoachable, a hothead. So, you know, if I can go back and do it again, that would be the things I would tell myself.
It's so cool that you get to be with Doug again too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's got to be surreal. Like you went through so many battles together on the court, and now you're working together on the staff. What's that been like?
It's been great, man.
Yeah.
Right. I've enjoyed the freedom that he gives me to do my thing. And when you know somebody and he trusts you, I think that's the great thing about it. Me trying to see his vision and replicate it on the floor and getting guys to buy in to doing things the right way. And right, I think there's no other feeling than working with somebody that has allowed you a lot of freedom to go out and game plan and lead practices, run video, you know. So he's given me the platform, and I appreciate it. I think, you know, us being in this game for a long time, we both can help each other, right? And I think that's what's the good thing about it. He has a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience. We got a lot of coaches that's got a lot of experience and players. So we just got to figure out and keep plugging in what's right, keep trying to train guys to do things the right way, but building our relationship even more stronger.
I think it's been really special too to see at times at a Kings practice, Mike Bibby came, he's coaching Sac State right now, and he came to watch the practice. And then you, Doug, and Mike are just like cuddling on the side, kind of talking about things. And I'm just standing off to the side and I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. Like 5th grade Morgan wanted this moment. I mean, you had a little C-web in there too, and I would have been like, oh, okay, I'm going to faint. Like
5th grade Morgan?
Oh, yeah. No. She pulled up this picture on her phone. Oh, this is such a funny picture.
I'm going to show you.
We'll put it in the post.
Okay.
Too, but.
So this is 14-year-old Morgan though. And this is at my freshman year high school. I was on varsity and we had a high school, I don't know, something at the golf club. You came, you were the special guest. Ready?
You were?
And I was really excited to see you.
Oh, wow. Not the velour.
Little chubby Morgan.
You got the
hugging Bobby Jackson.
You got the velour sweatsuit on with the big cap.
Yeah, you
look at your face.
I know it.
You are
I have braces.
That is crazy.
I know.
Wow.
It is crazy too. I mean, you know this, but you were such a fan favorite. Like it was such a good time for basketball in Sacramento, but also like we were kids rooting up for you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like we loved Bobby Jackson, you know, just what you brought to the floor every night. Did you feel that like from the fans when you were out and about in Sacramento? Did you feel that, wow, I'm really building a connection here with this fan base?
Yeah, I did. I think, you know, the one thing about Sacramento, why I got so many ties here is I think Sacramento is a blue-collar town, right? And it's all about people working hard, people loving each other. So when I came in and I started playing, like they was like, oh, this kid is playing his heart out, right? So we just kind of meshed, fell in love with each other, and all my kids was born here.
Yeah.
So this is home for me, man, and I'm happy to be back. And I'm hopefully we can get this thing turned around and head in the right direction. It's gonna take some baby steps, but we'll get there, right? And you gotta crawl before you can walk, right? And that's the process that we gotta take. And we can't get down. We can't allow ourselves to get mad because things are gonna happen. And I think that's what we understand. It's a tough business, man.
Oh God.
This is year 28 for me.
Damn.
Yeah, it's year 28 for me, man. And it's I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And I write stuff down. And I got books and books of stuff. How I write things down. And I go back to it and be like, oh, how am I gonna do this? Right. So I always am writing notes. And
is it journaling for you, or is it literally more just like noted? This needs to be noted.
Oh man, I don't know if it's journaling. I'm just I'm number one, I'm getting older, and my memory is starting to go to be really bad. So that might be a problem, but no, that's not the case. I've just always been intrigued with writing everything down.
That's cool.
Whether it's in practice, whether I'm watching film, right, whether I'm in shoot around, like I'm writing notes on everything. Like it's crazy how many books of stuff that I have of just writing stuff down.
Wow.
We should hopefully put it all in one binder one day and get to read it. I'll buy it.
Oh, that'd be a good.
I would buy it.
Great book.
Yeah.
That'd be a good book.
You're
and
welcome.
a good movie. That would be a good book,
Bobby,
and a good movie.
I feel like we had talked to you for like 17 hours.
We
You have
can.
so much. We'll have to do this another time
Man,
too.
appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
No,
man.
You're the
sharing your
best.
journey, and you've been through. I hope you have perspective about you should be proud of yourself.
I am.
Okay, good.
I am.
It's
man.
amazing.
You're resilient.
I don't.
It's all good.
I'm actually moving today too.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby
We
Jackson.
love you. We're proud of you. Goodbye.
One and only Bobby Jackson.
Okay.